All right, guys, SSC here. I told you Saturday morning that we're going to have an old friend of mine from high school, played football with. He found me on the Silver Stacker Cracker YouTube channel. And thank God he did, guys, because he has brought his hoard of coins out here. And you will not believe this. So here we are, guys. Let's just do a quick little overview of this stuff, and then we'll start talking about it with him and how he came across some of this stuff, when he started collecting some of this stuff. So we got some cool gold, guys. We got some cool dimes, Mercury dimes. We got some Eisenhower dimes. We've got a bunch of Morgans, guys. Almost too many to really to go through, but we're going to go through as many as we can. And my buddy is sitting here next to me, and we're going to ask him a few questions. And I guess the first thing we're going to ask him is, hey, bro, when did you start getting all this stuff?
Well, personally, I bought my first piece probably 2008, and some of this stuff, sad to say, when my parents passed away, I was going through and found some stuff there, but really started looking at it, and just what we all talk about is that the dollar just keeps decreasing, and so I started picking some of this stuff up back in 2008. Maybe a roll of Mercury dimes, found some Buffalo nickels, some of the other older nickels, like this one here, and but the silver really intrigued me, and I found it easier to buy silver than I could buy gold. But every once in a while, I'd be able to pick up a gold piece. But I wanted something that we could, if need be, it's easy to put a couple dimes in your pocket and go, trade that for a loaf of bread or whatever you needed at the time. And you can see I do have some of the stuff that's has what.
Where did you come up with this right here?
That's
just beautiful. I need me one of these, buddy.
When I bought one of those, one of the gold ones up there,
one of these proofs.
Yeah, one of the proofs. The guy that sent the proofs, he said, "Hey, I put something extra in there," and he gave me one of those tubes. So guess what? I went and bought another one from him, and got the other tube. So there's a few grams worth of gold in that, and again, easily tradable.
Wouldn't that be fun for everyone to have? A couple of tubes like that of gold, and I'm sure I will probably be doing that myself. So the Morgans, when you've got just, gosh, if I can get my fingers under them. Here, let's do this. You just got a ton of Morgan stuff. You've got 1878 to 1904, and then there's a 1921.
Oh, yeah.
As we all know, Morgans, they stopped minting them in 1904 and then picked them back up in, I think, 1921. But when did you start getting these Morgans? How did you come across these things?
Well, believe it or not, some of them, I bought online, maybe at eBay or some of the estate auctions that I would see online, and but also just swinging in to different pawn shops and coin shops, and if something looked good and I liked it, and I went ahead and got it.
As we all do. It's kind of like going to Walmart and you got an impulse buy. There's an 1898, and you've pretty much got all of them. And then there's one particular coin that you've carried with you for a long time. Let's grab that and let's look at that. That's a pretty interesting story.
Yeah.
About.
Well, when my dad passed away, and well, my mom passed away, and then my dad passed away. They were both born right at 1941, 1942, and I was going through my coins, because my mom really liked doing, like the coin stuff, and like these right here, she bought one of those coins for all the grandkids, and of course, and then a few extra. But I've carried this just kind of in memory of them, and just keep it in my little coin purse.
And folks, let me see this. To show us that coin purse. His dad was one of my school teachers. And guys, I remember this. That was a long time ago, guys. A long time ago. And I remember him having it, and he still carries that. How cool is that? Now we've got, let's see here, we've got Morgans, more Morgans. You've got some Eagles in here, and we've got some really cool coins. Look at that, guys. That's pretty cool. 1909. And of course, they haven't been cleaned. A lot of these are the original deal. There's one that caught my eye right here. Can you see that? 1 cent Canada, 1911. And it's just, do you know anything about this coin?
No, it's, again, if I liked it, I got it. And,
Wow.
Heck, who knows? I mean, it's probably, it might have only been worth the 1 cent still, but, it's, I guess, like people say, when you're buying art, you buy what you like.
Right.
And like,
look at that.
We looked at that, that right there. I mean, you can't, just how old it is.
Well, what do you remember where you got that one? It's hard to remember. You've got so much stuff here, so many coins. It's hard to remember where you buy that. 50 cents, of course, United States of America. But think about, guys, what 50 cents would buy you in 1812.
Well, and some of this stuff I bought in lots, meaning, somebody was just trying to get rid of some stuff, make some money, and it was there, and so I offered them X amount of dollars, and they said sure, and some of these cool things were in there. It's kind of like buying lots of Hot Wheels. You'll find that one diamond in the rough, or like that. We just priced that, and it's
a couple $100 probably.
It's over $200 is what it's worth. But
I
know
it may be, or if you take it to coin shop, it may be worth more. It may be worth less. We just kind of get an estimate on that stuff. But holy smokes! I mean,
I know I didn't give over $100 for pretty much anything individual. I mean, and now except for, let's say, those ones up there. But some of these loose ones over here I did buy from Swiss America. But
of your gold here,
yeah.
And you've got some pretty amazing ones here.
And
just beautiful.
That Cougaran over there is the last one that when my mom was alive, the last one I bought with her.
And then we got this one.
But like the proof sets really intrigued me. Just, because the certificate of authenticity, and yes, people can say, well, it's only worth the melt value, but heck, I think I might have only given $50 for these things back in the day, and it's.
And
well
when was
it.
back in the day?
I'm talking 2008, 2009.
Oh my gosh! So I mean, you're killing it here, guy. You're killing it here, and you've kept. How long has it been since you got all this stuff out?
2011 was the last time I went through everything.
2011, guys. And the Silver Stacker Cracker in Oklahoma, United States of America, is inspiring them to do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Add to the stack, because that is what protects us all. The hedge against the dollar, the politicians, everything, man.
Yeah, and
telling you.
We still have stuff in
Oh
plastic
my God.
bags.
Yeah, everywhere. We haven't even touched the surface of this stuff. We're running out of room. I got a 14-foot long counter in between my stuff that I had out this morning and his stuff, and a sock full
And then I still
of
got a
coins.
stock of stuff that we haven't even looked at. So
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, and then that's another sock full of coins. So, to all you new stackers out there,
just start with what you'd like.
Yeah.
You know, don't and so I mean, if you I budget every week myself and if I have any money left over, I move it over into another spot, and then I take that, and if something intrigues me, I'll buy it, and and just go for what it is that you like, because it's the consistency that really dollar cost averaging. I truly probably, if I had to guess how much money that I spent to buy all of this through the years, I know that it's probably less than $2,000, spread out over from 2008 to 2011, because that was the last time, like I said, the last time that I purchased anything. But and it's incredible the amount that it's grown in value. I didn't even think about it.
Well,
I saw Benson's show.
Yeah, and here's the thing about that is most of your stackers out there, most of them, not really being me, but most of them have been stacking for years and years and years, and they don't even pull it out, and they don't touch it. They just keep adding to it, and it just starts growing and growing and growing and growing in different, whether it be coins, whether it be specialty stuff, Morgan dollars. And it just takes years and years, and then all of a sudden you pull it all out and kaplowy. And so, and I mean, these are what are the in the rolls here?
These are those Eisenhower things.
Okay, Eisenhower's.
Let's see. See, now this is my mom rolled these things, and
That's really cool.
and again, I found these things once they passed away, and so it's 63, 62, 63. 64s. She wrote on here and helped me out, and then like this was just a little thing, and it said Mercury dimes. So,
And there's quite a bunch of them. Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something. These bad boys right here, they are like a hot tamale on the market right now. And I'm certainly thinking about getting some of these for sure.
heck, there's one in here.
And they're hard to find too. You find another one?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, we'll put that in there with that. There we go.
Yeah,
We got some buffalo nickels in here too somewhere.
yeah, and got these. Here's a good look at an older. Let me see.
Look at that guy. Oh,
That's okay.
well, that's okay. I always
Can
drop
you see
it.
it? 1898.
1898. 5 cents.
And yeah, there we go. Of course, I mean a lot of
Look
them
at
have
that.
been used. You can't even really.
Well, yeah.
You can't see the date on them
There's-
anymore.
yeah,
But I think they're cool.
they're
And
very cool.
then it looks like somebody used this one as a necklace.
What's the date?
1888.
1888.
Oh, that's another 98. Okay.
98. 1898. Holy smokes. Have any of y'all seen, it looks like a chrome penny, guys. But they actually produce these. And we found that in his little stack, and that's pretty dang cool. I've never seen one. Let's scoot over here and look at a little bit of gold here. We love gold.
Yeah.
And what do we got here?
This is a English. Heck.
It's hard to remember all of it. Does it have a
I saw in a sovereign. Yeah.
sovereign? Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can. Beautiful. He's got a list back here, guys, that he inventoried all this stuff.
Yeah, back when I remembered what the stuff was called.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's
Look
a
at that
that's a
gold.
British sovereign right there.
British sovereign.
1966.
And how long have you had? How long did you get the? Did you buy this? These coins, these right here. Did you buy these? I guess you bought everything, but
And are you asking me what year I bought them?
yeah, roughly. I mean, how long have you had this gold stuff? I mean, this is
The last
kind of fun.
The last
gold.
The last gold was this one right here, and it was, and that's a Cougaran, and it was in that was 2010. Get my fat fingers going here.
Oh yeah, trust me.
There we go. There you go. Here.
Let's look at this one. Wow. That's pretty cool. Looks like about it. Let's see here. Look at that, guys. I mean, gold is beautiful. I love gold, but silver is my love.
Yeah.
But gold is king. We all know gold is king. And then we've got, let's see, let's move these.
Now again,
These are really, really beautiful. Beautiful gold. Beautiful. Proof sets, gold, silver. What a combo. He may not be able to leave here today because I might be taking some of them. And then
yeah, these
got some graded stuff here. 1992 Ultra Cameo. Okay. 69.
you know, if I'm not mistaken, that's Columbus on there.
Yep.
1492. Yeah.
I mean, this stuff is, yeah, that is beautiful. And then what do we got here? We got, ooh, MS-70, 2005 Eagle. Yep. Yes. Gold is definitely king, but it's all king to me. Ultra Cameo. That is beautiful.
And even if it's something weird, I mean, you look at this right here, right? Okay, but somebody made it into a pin to wear around.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have been a tie pin, a
Well,
lapel, or something.
and guys, check it out. What if this was a Carson City?
Yeah.
What if this was a Carson City?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know it now, guys.
Yeah.
But it's already done, and
So you
it'd make a cool pin, man. And but it wouldn't be so cool if it was a Carson City. It'd be sad. But golly, look at this freaking stuff. And guys, we haven't even scratched the surface. And my bro here, hopefully he starts to stacking more silver and some more gold, because guys, we're all pirates. We all have it in our genes, right? It's kind of in your genes. I mean, and it's handed down from generation to generation. I mean, your parents, your dad, and your mom handed this stuff down to you.
And some of this stuff is from my wife's grandfather.
Yeah, I mean,
So
back in the day when, especially back in the Depression, when there was nothing to go around, they saved everything. And then they handed it down to their kids and grandkids. And then now look at it. So our great-grandparents, grandparents that started collecting all this stuff have gotten us all hooked on it. And so the next generation gets hooked on it, and the next generation passes it down, and then they get some more and get hooked on it, and here we go. I mean, that's what we want. We want the young people. We want the young people, folks. We need to get our young people. I've got plenty of viewers that are 25 to 34, 34 to 45-ish or so. And then 55 to 64. I don't know why we figure it out when we're 55 to 64.
well, you know, when the kids were little, they'd say, "Hey, can we get out the coins?" And I said, "Sure." So we'd break them out and just and I'd let them, you know, look at everything, And now, granted, during that time, that I'd been collecting, because I can't tell you exactly what it was that I had beforehand, but could have been some of the dimes, some of these nickels and whatnot. But it started out small and just kind of grew.
And I tell you what, I mean, not enough time, but there is a lot of stuff in here that is very collectible, very fun to collect. Some has value, some does not. But it all has value, in my opinion. I mean, look.
Yeah,
at that.
like you
What
keep
is
correcting
that?
me. I'm like, mine's not as pretty as yours.
Well,
My stuff's not as pretty as
now,
yours.
everybody that listens to this channel, watches this channel, disagrees with you. It's all beautiful, guys. Tell me that is not beautiful. Tell me all this is not beautiful. You know why? Because it's money, guys. It's money. It's old money. It's new money. It's collectible money. It's all beautiful. It doesn't have to look like this to be money and beautiful. And we love money. So listen up, guys, with my buddy here, Oklahoma, United States of America. We are Silver Stacker Cracker SSC. Guys, happy Memorial Day. Thank your veterans, guys. Once again,
Yes.
thank your veterans. We appreciate our veterans very, very much. What they did for us so that we may speak the way we speak, walk the way we walk,
And collect what we want to
and
collect.
collect what we want to collect. Silver Stacker Cracker, SSC, Oklahoma, United States of America. Guys, I'm out.